Hello Grade 10! Pag-aaralan natin ngayong araw ang quartile, decile, and percentile of group data. Ako muli si Teacher Kreng, ang inyong virtual teacher para sa araw na ito. Pinag-aralan natin sa mga nakaraang video ang tungkol sa median of group data gamit ang formulang median is equal to LB sub m plus the quantity of n over 2 minus less than CF sub b all over F sub m times I, where x tilde is the median, n is the total frequency, LB sub m is the lower boundary of the median class, less than CF sub b is the cumulative frequency immediately before or lower than the median class. F sub m is the frequency of the median class, and I is the class size. Ituturo ko naman kung paano kunin ang quartile, decile, and percentile of group data. Halos kapareho lamang ng formula ng median ang gagamitin natin ngayon. Para sa quartile, Q sub k is equal to the lower boundary of the quartile class plus the quantity of k times n over 4 minus less than CF sub b all over frequency of the quartile class times I. For this sub k, that is equal to the lower boundary of the decile class plus the quantity of k times n over 10 minus less than CF sub b all over the frequency of the decile class times I. For the percentile, P sub k is equal to the lower boundary of the percentile class plus the quantity of k times n over 100 minus less than CF sub b all over the frequency of the percentile class times I. Para sa ating example, solve for the quartile 1, decile 6, and percentile 89 of group data. Given ang scores of 50 grade 10 students in a math test. Ang first column ay para sa scores or class interval at ang F naman ay para sa frequency. Magdadagdag tayo ng dalawang column, isa para sa less than cumulative frequency at isa para sa lower boundary. Naituro ko na dati kung paano kunin ang less than CF. Una ay magsimula sa 5. I-add natin ang 5 sa 17, 22. I-add ang 22 sa 12, 34. I-add ang 34 sa 10, 44. At ang 44 sa 6, 50. Kinakailangan na ang huling lumabas dito ay equal sa number of total frequency natin. Para naman sa lower boundary, magsusubtract lang tayo ng 0.5 sa ating lower limit. 18 minus 0.5 is 17.5. 24 minus 0.5 is 23.5. 30 minus 0.5 is 29.5. 36 minus 0.5 is 35.5. And 42 minus 0.5 is 41.5. Hanapin muna natin kung nasaan ang ating first quartile gamit ang formula na k times n over 4. Substitute the value of k by 1 and n by 50. 1 times 50 over 4 is equal to 12.5. Hanapin natin sa less than cumulative frequency ang number na equal or mas malaki sa 12.5 at ito ay ang 22. Nangangahulugan nito na ang pang 12.5 scores ay nasa class interval na 24 to 29. Ito ang ating magiging first quartile class. Para sa ating solution, K times N over 4 is equal to 12.5. Our LB is equal to 23.5. Less than CF sub B is equal to 5. The frequency of the first quartile class is 17. And I is equal to 6. Substitute natin ang variables mula sa ating formula. First quartile is equal to 23.5 plus 12.5 minus 5 all over 17 times 6. 12.5 minus 5 all over 17 is 0.4412. Gamit ang PEMDAS, 0.4412 times 6 is equal to 2.6472. I-add natin yon sa 23.5. 23.5 plus 2.6472 is equal to 26.15. Our first quartile is 26.15, na nangangahulugan na ang 25% of the students got scores that are less than or equal to 26.15. Isolve naman natin ang 6th decile. Locate the 6th decile class using Kn over 10. Substitute the value of k by 6 and n by 50. 6 times 50 over 10 is equal to 30. Hanapin natin kung nandito ba sa less than CF ang 30. Dahil wala dito ang 30, ang pipiliin natin ay ang mas mataas sa 30, which is 34. Nangangahulugan na ang pang 30th score ay nasa class interval na 30 to 35. Ito na ang ating magiging 6th decile class. Let's solve for the 6th decile. Kn over 10 is equal to 30. LB is equal to 29.5. Less than CF sub B is equal to 22. F is equal to 12 and I is equal to 6. Gagamit tayo ng ganitong formula. Palitan or isubstitute ang values ng mga variables. D sub 6 is equal to 29.5 plus the quantity of 30 minus 22 all over 12 times 6. 30 minus 22 all over 12 is equal to 0.6667. Using PEMDAS, multiply 0.6667 times 6, and that will give us 4.002. 29.5 plus 4.0002 is equal to 33.50. Our 6th decile is 33.50. 60% of the students got the scores that are less than or equal to 33.5. Para sa ating third example, solve for the 89th percentile of group data. Locate the 89th percentile class using Kn over 100. Substitute the value of k by 89 and n by 50. 89 times 50 over 100 is equal to 44.5. Hanapin ang 44.5 sa less than CF. Dahil wala ang 44.5 dito, ang pipiliin natin ay ang number na mas mataas dito, which is 50. That means that the 44.5th score belongs to the class interval 42 to 47. At ito na ang ating magiging 89th percentile class. For the solution, Kn over 100 is equal to 44.5. LB is equal to 41.5. Less than CF sub B is equal to 44. F is equal to 6, and I is equal to 6. Gamit ang formula para sa 89th percentile, substitute natin ang values ng variables. 41.5 plus the quantity of 44.5 minus 44 all over 6 times 6. 44.5 minus 44 over 6 is equal to 0.0833. 0.0833 times 6 is equal to 0.5. 41.5 plus 0.5 is equal to 42. Our 89th percentile is equal to 42. 89% of the students got the scores that are less than or equal to 42. Ngayong alam nyo na kung paano kunin ang quartile, decile, and percentile of group data, maaari nyo nang sagutan ang ating activities. Hanggang sa muli, keep safe and enjoy learning.